Rock band, I'd have to say, brought me into a bit more musicality, whatever. That inspired me to buy the drum kit later on. I started off with the guitar and the vocals on it because, you know, I'm one of those guys who sings in the shower. I think my singing voice is good when it's actually really bad. Yeah, I'm pointing that way because my drum kit's down the conservatory down there. But from that, it's allowed me to get into drumming, and I take drumming lessons now. Well, not exactly right now because I'm really skint because I had to pay off the last payment on my drums. But that's got me into drumming, so that game series is actually really important to me. I'd have to say Modern Warfare 2 because that was my first real multiplayer experience on COD. And that was my real first competitive, you could say competitive, FPS experience as a whole. So it's been very important to me. I mean, it's got me into this commentary malarkey, hasn't it? So I have to list that up there. I wouldn't say the whole COD series though, because I've played the single player since COD 4. So COD 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, and I'll be moving on to Black Ops of course, but Modern Warfare 2 has to be the one that's kind of affected me the most. I mean, it's changed my lifestyle. Whoa, random. And for a 5th series, the Tales of series. I'm very much a big RPG fan. Tales of Symphonia was an absolutely amazing game, and I was a Nintendo fan. I went Sega, and when Sega buggered it up with the Saturn, I did switch parties to Nintendo, and I tried so hard to stick with Sega and Nintendo. But of course, with the Wii and the GameCube, there were so very few choice games that you could choose from. There were so very few good ones. I mean, most of the good ones are the actual Nintendo franchises, so that Zeldas, Smash Brothers, well, Mario, Star Fox, love Star Fox. But the Tales of series, it's cross-platform, multi-platform, and it was the first major RPG experience you could get on the GameCube. And it was an absolutely amazing game, Tales of Symphonia. And I've recently bought Tales of Vesperia, which was on the Xbox 360, which is really amazing as well. Spent like 68 hours playing that before I completed it. Well, I actually played it all the way through with my girlfriend as well, so that was great fun. So I'd have to say the Tales of series, they've got a nice little formula for their gaming. Anyway, better move on fastish. A lot of these are random questions, mostly coming from Chataway8 from now on, so I'm going to try and roll through them nice and quick. Painkiller or Juggernaut? I didn't really play with Juggernaut in the previous COD games, but I have to say, because I'm a Modern Warfare 2 player, Painkiller's far more irritating. Juggernaut is a set amount of health more, so you know it might take 1-2 more bullets, and stopping power cancels out Juggernaut, so you're killing someone without either perk, basically. That to me seems fine. That's 3 or 4 bullets. Painkiller, I sprayed a full clip of a P90 in someone with Painkiller several times, even yesterday, and they just don't drop. They just don't drop. That is far more irritating, and the fact that they seem to spawn right next to you and you can't do anything about it. You just die at that point in time, and you have no way of countering it. And while Juggernaut's a perk, Painkiller is a death streak. It's rewarding bad play, and anyone who thinks that they're any good at this game isn't going to like bad players getting rewarded in that way. I don't mind care packages. That's great. If you get lucky with care package, cool. But Painkiller guy being respawned 2 centimeters away from you and getting a free kill, that is BS. So I have to say Painkiller's way worse, so I'd take Juggernaut if that was the question. Okay, quiet night in watching The Notebook with the girlfriend. I'm guessing he means like Notebook PC or something with a video on it. Or an evening out getting fairly razzed at a local pub. I'd have to choose the girlfriend one, because I've never really liked going to the pub. Why? Because I don't like these social situations where there's loads of absolutely random people there. If I want to go out with my mates and drink, I want to be with my mates and drink. I don't want to have like all these guys in the peripheral just smoking and pissing me off, basically. I used to go to a lot of barn parties when I was younger. They seem way more fun than ever going to the pub, where, you know, like 50 people down on a farm, loud music, tents camping, or like being in the house itself. That was my kind of scene. I like the personal parties, the personal drinking when you're with a mate at a house, watching a game of football, playing a game of poker, that kind of thing. I'd way rather that much. The staying in option, I'm choosing no with a girlfriend, because I would rather be with my girlfriend at home than go to the pub. So I'd rather be playing poker with than being with my girlfriend. Anyway, she's going to view this film. She's going to kick my ass. Nice. Spawn traps, fair or not? Completely fair. If you get yourself caught in a spawn trap, it's your own fault. If you have joined a game because someone leaves and you're in a spawn trap, I feel pity for you, and you have the right by me to leave the game. Only use me Claymore. I'm guessing that is like because I use Claymores a lot, so the question itself is, why don't I do that? I've always thought of doing a Claymore only nuke. It would probably be like the least entertaining nuke of all time, but it would be kind of an interesting spectacle. I've wanted to do it, but I haven't actually ever tried it. It would be kind of fun. And only use me Claymore would be like, it sounds like I'd be hunting down people with Claymores, like holding it up like this and going, shooting the Claymore and watching them blow up. And I've done that a couple of times actually, it's kind of fun. But it seems like a lot of hassle. Who is the best player on my friends list? Now, that's subjective, because there's people that are really good on their ratios, and then there are people that I enjoy playing with the most because they work the best with me. So of course, I have to say Saint Sayad, because we just get on the most. Our play styles are like this, kind of like slight opposites that work so well together. And like the biggest tip you can ever get in Call of Duty, if you're not running with a full team, run with at least one guy that you have this perfect partnership with, because you can't lose a game. It's impossible. I don't think it's really possible at all for me and Saint to lose a random TDM. We just work so well together. So I say he's the best player because he brings the best out of me as well as being amazing himself. That's the easy way to say it. And then the follow-up question to that is, if I could mute Saint for any given period of time, how long would you choose to have him muted for? About this many seconds. He gives me good information, and when we're not talking information, we just have a great laugh. I would never mute the guy. He's the least offensive guy ever, and it makes it sound like I want to bum him. So I'm moving on. Twitch shooter versus consistent shooter, which is COD versus Halo pretty much. COD all the way, because the consistent shooter of Halo completely is unrewarding for anyone with a bit of tactical news or anyone who wants to flank, basically, because of motion sensors. Flanking is not an option. If you want to be a silent stealth ghost guy, doesn't really work. As soon as you fired that first shot, you've got a shield to clunk through and teammates helping him, because the big marker appears on your screen that says this guy is being under attack. So I'd go COD all the way, because even though I hate the people who just rely on reflexes alone and don't use any brain power whatsoever, COD is the only one I feel that you can successfully exploit people's predictability. Let's put it that way. So I like Twitch shooters better. Favourite gun and attachment in Modern Warfare 2? At the moment, I have to say it's the Scar H Silenced. The one I've always used for like my nuke videos and whatnot, because it was the first gun I got good with. I mean, it's an easy gun, let's put it that way. And it suited ghost classing perfectly. You had the 20 bullet clip, just means that you don't get into any big encounters, and it suits the playstyle. Let's put it that way. Nowadays, P90 with silencer is what I'm using. I'm loving it. Mostly silencers have to be my favourite attachment. COD 4 didn't play the multiplayer. Played about half an hour. World at War I did play a bit on. My favourite gun, or the one I ended up using, with the STG-44 with, I think, a silencer or suppressor or whatnot. I don't know why I used that gun, I just seemed to like it. Its accuracy rating was, I think, quite good, and its stopping power was relatively good, so it's the one I was doing okay with. So yeah, next question from Saint Sayad, also another random one. Favourite gaming food or drink? Food, I would have to say poppadoms. There were these little mini poppadoms down where I work, and I used to just chew on a pack of them while playing. It just tastes nice. I like the savoury flavour. And I like a curry now. I didn't used to ever eat curry. I tried curry like 6 months back and I started liking it. And poppadoms are great. Let's put it that way. Drink, it has to be an alcoholic beverage while I'm playing, because it loosens me up and gets the gears going, my arms and all that. My reflexes actually get better, which is stupid. I actually play the best when I'm ill, which doesn't make any sense when I'm vision impaired and whatnot. Don't know why that is. But favourite fruit for drink. Gin and tonic. Very, very English. A lot of people have said to me that's a girl's drink, an old lady's drink, and I don't give a crap. I see a lot of guys drink it. I love it. It's got a nice flavour to it. I'm never going to get malaria because the quinine in the tonic water. Great. Anyway, next one. Vortex Continuum. Would you be willing to do anything for Fallout New Vegas, gaming one? Now, I haven't done any serious Let's Play or anything. I've done the Castlevania one and that's it. I might actually be doing one with another A-lister on Envy, on his channel. But Fallout New Vegas wise, my internet connection is really bad. It'll probably take me this video, if this video lasts over the 50 minutes, God knows how long. But say for example a 15-minute video would take me 5 hours, maybe 6 hours to upload. That's either me going on with the PC whirring during the night and not getting much sleep, or while I'm at work, and doing it consistently like every day, or more than 15 minutes of game footage is impossible. So until I get a new connection, I can't do any Let's Plays, pretty much. However, I might, if I get Fallout New Vegas, I might do something random with it, just like a little review, or just random happenings in it, or a little segment. I might do that. We never know. We'll see in the future. Anyway, next question. Tars. What kind of TV are you using? I don't have a clue. If I do a setup video, I'll find out the make and model. Well, I know the make. It's a Samsung TV. It's quite a big one. I've got a dresser to my left here, which is I'd say 3 drawers about that big long, if you can get the distance from my webcam. And the TV occupies over 2/3 of that. So it's fairly big TV I play on flat screen. HD. Nice. Anyway, what do you think about weed? As I said, random questions. I've never done it, never will. I haven't smoked. I'm a good boy, like that. I just don't really want to die early. I mean, my mum recently had the whole cancer thing, so all the cancer scare. So it doesn't really appeal to me any way, shape or form, smoking in any way, and weed itself, I don't really want to addle myself in any way other than alcohol. So, not a fan at all. Sorry. Anyway, up to the last question now, and again, another random one. I'm guessing this is maybe because of the way I talk or something, or the way I sound, like educated or something, which I'm not. Fantasy Kill 4. Are you by any chance a Sherlock Holmes fan? Now, Watson. No. I'm not. I have not read any of the books. I've not watched any movie about it. Well, of course I know who Sherlock Holmes is, and the Hounds of Baskerville or something like that, and books that have been out, but I have never actually watched them, or read them, or done anything with the Sherlock Holmes. Sorry. All I can say. I don't know why that's such a random question though. I wonder why you thought I might have. Anyway, that is in fact, if I click on see the length, it's going to have to be a 2-parter. That is the end of this little cam session with you guys. So I hope you've enjoyed getting to know me a bit more, asking me the questions. I might do some of these more in future, so look out for those. If you want to know any more questions, just ask, really. If you want to know any more answers, not questions, that would make no sense, would it? Anyway, this is me, this is Olizandri. I hope I've managed to keep my eyes on the camera for most of this. I've not actually been looking at the screen, I've been looking at the list of questions. So, yes, thank you guys for 1k subs, and I hope you are just, well, not just, I hope you are the building blocks for bigger things. From you guys I can thrive and take over the world, as I said earlier. So really, cheers for subbing to me, cheers for watching my vids. Please remember to do this to all my vids in future. Yeah. And I will see you around. Cheers, guys.